Um, and the good thing about it was she recognized us as the Rainbow Sisters, and she said that we were the Council of New Earth. So now we know we are on that council. It's been confirmed several times, but the way she said it was you're here as part of your growth on the council, not on your ascension, but on the council. You've got to grow on this council to be able to help the council and to help others. So I thought that was really interesting. So as we go into Medicine Woman, I've been channeling a lady called Petra, and she's from the Amazon tribes. And she's a little bit different from a gypsy woman and other tribes. They wear hair pieces, but like the only way I can describe it is like the Flintstones when they had bones in their hair, and they put their hair up and they had bones.
Bones in the
And
leather.
like a big drumstick,
Hmm.
And she's got things on it like leaves and feathers. And she said they do that because when they're out foraging and in the jungle, it protects them. It stops them from being seen as human, but as animal. So they're protected. They don't get attacked because they have all sorts of animals down there, including monkeys and things like that. And she said it's really for protection. That was what the headgear was for. Um, and her hair looks different. Her hair is more tribal hair with the bone and the feathers and things like that. So we're going to a different aspect of ourselves. Medicine women are created by generations of knowledge of time that were spent in different countries and centuries, like the Amazon rainforest, living in villages set up near long canals of water. So a lot of the medicine people were always near water source because they had to make their medicines with the sapphire water or conscious water, whatever they had at that time. And I said to her, well, what about the ones in the mountains? And she said they used the snow and melted that down, and that was their water source. A lot of them were still able to travel down mountains and get to the local rivers and things like that, but mostly medicine woman, the true medicine woman that we've all been or have been in past lives, we lived near rivers or canals, she called them. So I'm thinking windy canals through the land. She looks, this is how she looks to me. And I think it's that Brazilian look, um, a cross between an Asian and a Maori. That makes so she's got a little bit of a longer eye, like a slanty. And I think in Brazil, you see a lot of people. You kind of look at them twice to think of the Mexican, Asian, whatever. So she's got a blend of that with the Maori coloured skin. And she said she is native Brazilian woman of the world. So they obviously a certain tribal woman. And her name is Petra Fabergé Shea. So Petra, Fabergé, Fabrge, and then Shay. That's her full name, her tribal name. Native Amazon medicine woman wearing headwear for camouflage was one of my notes. Working with the elements, understanding the body, knowing how to heal from within. So they had to heal themselves from within before they actually could heal anyone else. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to wake up the world now to stop using the pharmaceutical and go back to your plant-based medicine and then come to people like us who've done the healing, done the work. I mean, we all know we've still got a bit of way to go, but at least we understand, how we are as healers, and then they know where to go and what to look for because they're starting to do more work on themselves. She said we were the foragers of medicine. Um, she said, we created the medicine over fire. So she said a lot of the time they would go get the water and then they created it over the fire, so a lot of it was heated.
Mm-hmm.
Plant-based medicine was heated. So I don't know how they probably extracted oils or something. This is something we're going to find out.
Or
Um,
tea.
what's that?
Or a tea.
Yeah, tea, exactly. Tea and like syrups, things like that. Yeah, good thinking, Batman. Because the thing is, when you look at plant-based medicine, it's not about solutions or anything like that. It's also about food source. You can take it as a food source rather than medicine.
Right.
And then she says to us that she's got an activation here, and I'm going to read my channelings. So I'll read the channeling first and then the activation. Again, she calls us Rainbow Sisters. Dear Rainbow Sisters, I come today to greet you and to invite you back to the beginning of your soul journey, where you had the calling to help and support others as if you knew it was needed. So we kind of knew that it was going to be needed at some point. A lot of nurses have that calling. You know how the nurses get that calling, I've got to go help. I hear your calling from the messages you've been sending from Gaia, from the trees and the wildlife. So she's connected to Gaia and the trees. You know how they send messages through the roots. That you are now ready to understand and how to activate the inner knowing and what is best for you, for your health and healing. This is for the world to waken to their inner knowing, to heal themselves through wisdom, knowledge, and generations of the soul. To know how to heal yourself and to know how to treat yourself, to be able to know what you need to heal, to be well. No more relying on others and to do the work yourself. No more man-made medicine, only plant medicine for now and for eternity. The consciousness and work is now up to the individual soul as the medical system collapses. To become a great healer, you must be cleared of all that affects you and others. Pureness is needed. To create the medicine, you must bring forward all knowledge and wisdom from centuries and generations, the history of the plants that you used and the energy they have been growing in, the condition they were grown, and originally how they were protected. The source you use must be of wild, pure, and organic. To activate all that you are, medicine Wombman, and she reminded me, Wombman. And this is the activation. So hands on heart. Dear God, it's a prayer. It's actually a prayer. First time I've actually done like an activation as a prayer. Dear God, source of the universe, please guide me, help me to be the medicine woman I am, to create the needed medicine for every condition that needs help and healing. God, help me to connect to plants. Know what to use it for. Please help to combine crystal information with the plants to be the strength required to heal. So she's saying adding crystal gives it strength. Please activate all that I am through time and space to understand my own needs and for those in the world to know their needs to heal themselves. Allow me to understand my hurt, pain, and ancestral pain to heal myself and others. Dear God, let me know my inner medicine Wombman to grow and to grow the medicine to create healing energy in new earth and old earth. I am medicine Wombman. I am light. I am love. I am ancient wisdom and knowledge. I heal myself and others. I understand nature and plants to create. I am a healer, creator. I am medicine Wombman. Thank you, Almighty God. So that was beautiful. you feel it in your heart. It pulls at your heart. I remember, working with flowers and plants and going back to my gypsy florist self. Because the old floral arrangements, I got a little download over the weekend, the little floral arrangements I used to make, I used to put herbs in as well, and that probably helped the house energy that it went into, or the people that were buying the little arrangements. We'll activate the shaman again. So you shaman
excited.
people.
All excited.
So for you too, Val, shaman. Teresa shaman. So this is interesting because it's also the ancient way you grew the plants and the way you use them in combination with other plants. So we're going back to the way that we grew them and how and then the conditions and combination planting, which is my interest. When you plant basil and a tomato plant together, you can't put basil. No, you can't put coriander and parsley together. One kills the other, kind of thing. So this is interesting. We're going to be activating that knowledge again today too.